Hello and welcome to Staying Ahead of the Curve. I'm Jeff Snyder, Vice President and Senior Consultant with Cammack Retirement Group. And I'm joined today by Tony Aguilar, CEO of Student Loan Genius. Tony, thanks for joining us on the show today.
Yeah, Jeff, thanks for the invitation. Appreciate it.
So tell the audience a little bit about Student Loan Genius. I think it's a fabulous concept. It's innovative. And one of the things we've seen in the retirement industry as a barrier to entry for participants participating in plans are student loans.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Student Loan Genius is the first student loan benefit where we allow companies to help their employees find the best repayment plan, and then companies can provide a match to help their employees get out of debt faster.
And in terms of what I really like about the concept is that people can work through your system or your program, your site, and pay money towards their student loan and have the employer pay money towards their student loan. Once that loan is paid off, then they can begin contributing to their 401k, their 403. And what we've learned in the industry is that student loans are an incredible barrier for millennial generations and other generations to participating in retirement plans.
You nailed it. So my previous life is a financial advisor. So I work with hundreds of millennials across the country, and people wanted to learn how to save and invest and do all these other things, and they couldn't do it because of their student loan debt. And so the way we look at it, yes, we focus on student loans, but we know it's not just a student loan problem. Like you mentioned, student loans are that barrier to, it's essentially a stop sign to allow people to invest fully in their retirement account. And so that's why we've decided to work with employers to allow companies to help their employees with their biggest financial burden, and then kind of open up the door to allow them to save money and then invest at an earlier age.
So you're here at the Spark Conference, and you're trying to work and are working with the record-keeping community
Absolutely.
to try to create that interconnectivity, if you will, between your organization, your system, and their system. And how's that going? How's that integration going?
It's going incredibly. We didn't realize that companies, record keepers, would be this excited to work with us, but they know the problem, right? They realize that a lot of millennials, a lot of younger people aren't saving for retirement like they should be. And you got to look at what's the cause, like why aren't they doing that? You can have auto enrollment, you can put all these bells and whistles in retirement plans, but if you're not solving the root problem, you're not allowing people to actually start investing. And so the root problem is student loan debt for most of these millennials. And so we're able to work with record keepers to allow them to add our student loan benefit to their retirement plans, and help people find the best student loan repayment program, and allow them to start investing early.
So, you and I have been chatting offline during the conference, Tony, and you've actually developed interconnectivity with the record-keeping organization. So you're here at the Spark Conference talking about that with record keepers. Can you share a little bit about what it takes to interconnect and how that's working for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of these record-keeping companies have investment arms, right, where they're looking for innovative technologies to work with, to provide better services for their clients and customers. And so two of the first ones that we're working with are Prudential and John Hancock, who are partners but also investors in our company. And we're working with a host of others that we can't yet announce, but they have a presence here at Spark, at the Spark Conference, so that's why we're here.
Tony, you shared with us earlier on that you were a financial advisor and had a lot of experience and expertise in helping people with their student loan debt. And wondering if you could share with the audience how you created this idea, this concept, and how ultimately you brought it to the marketplace.
Absolutely. So the idea actually sparked from one of my customers who asked me, I have all this money in my 401k, and it says I can use it for educational expenses. I want to apply it towards my student loan debt. As we know, you can't use your 401k dollars for student loan debt. You can use it for only a current tuition bill. And he's like, well, that's dumb. Like, why not? And that's kind of where the light bulb went off. Like, why not? Companies are helping you save for retirement, which is a big financial burden for a lot of people. But why not student loan debt? And so I kind of explored to see if there's something out there, and nothing existed. So I kind of saw the opportunity where it makes sense. A company wants to help you financially, save for retirement. Now they can actually help you pay off your student loan debt.
And one of the themes we talk about in the industry, it used to be this like siloed approach to benefits, retirement benefits. Mm-hmm. So you only had your retirement, and you only had your health care, and you only had your student loan repayment program. But really, they need to work holistically and work together. And I think
Absolutely.
We're seeing that across the industry. And I think that's where your organization, your company kind of comes in. It's really working together in conjunction with these other benefits to benefit the employee.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why we've developed this new product, where before a company could help you match and pay off your student loan debt. But we've developed this new service where we can actually bolt on to existing 401ks, where an employee pays their student loan debt, and that triggers a company to make an investment in their retirement account. So everybody looks at the student loan problem or retirement as either or. Either I pay off my debt or I save for retirement. We're looking at is you can actually do both together. And working with record keepers and companies, we're able to do this for a lot of their employees.
You mentioned earlier on that record keepers were looking at companies like yours, innovative companies, in order to bring them in and try to spruce up or enhance, I guess is the better word, their offerings. And I'm on the outside clearly as it relates to innovation and ideas. You live in the Austin area. This is where your company is based. But like Silicon Valley, Austin is a hotbed, if you will. I don't know, maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but it's an area where there's innovation.
Absolutely.
And I think the audience would be interested to hear about how the innovation process works, the seeding of capital, et cetera, to the extent you can share.
Yeah, so I can kind of give from my perspective of how we built up Student Loan Genius. We had the idea, we saw that companies are doing this for retirement. Well, would they be able to shift dollars towards student loan debt? And so what we did is we essentially took the script that I had as an advisor working one-on-one with people and essentially went and sold that to companies. No technology at all. And so a lot of people focus on innovation and they think technology or platforms or development, and that's not where it starts. It starts with an idea, and you have to go validate that idea first before you start building technology. And so we sold it to a handful of companies in Austin. Like, would you be willing to pay us to come in and consult with your employees and help them with their student loan debt and then provide dollars on top to get rid of it? And once we did that, we felt like we've proven like there's a market for this. And then with those customers under our belt, we then use that to go raise a little bit of capital to then build the technology to allow us to scale and bring it to the level that it is today.
Fascinating, it really is. Tony Aguilar, thank you so much for joining us on Staying Ahead of the Curve today.
Jeff, thanks for the opportunity. I'm happy to be here.